Something I'm sure most of my viewers can remember is a time where they said something like this. Yeah, I could always tell he was hiding something. No, that wasn't foreshadowing, I'm uncancelable. That saying has only become more frequently used with the increasing amount of famous people having absolutely no self-control and doing something bad, and that bad thing usually involves kids for some reason. Before I start ranting about that terrible truth, Seth the programmer. LOL. That is basically my entire reaction to Clyde's video. I'm not gonna pretend to be surprised here when my stupid idiot spidey senses have been tingling about this guy for ages. However, when I found out that Seth could have, allegedly, a few kids, yeah, I gotta say I was pretty surprised. Seth the programmer is an asshole. It takes so cold Mr. Freeze's shivering. So knowing some of the stuff that Seth was doing didn't feel too odd to me. The mental health stuff, not the pedophilia. This video will mainly be focusing on the hour-long response Seth made about the whole drama, and the many tactics he used to shift the blame, downplay what he actually did, and avoid taking accountability. This video isn't for the faint of heart, obviously, but if you want to skip this entire video, Seth is like small house level, he isn't being EDP as he's country level. Seth the Programmer is an anime power scaler famous for his videos glazing power scaling anime characters or debunking someone else's scaling. There are also various streams of him debating live or with other people in collabs. Now, I know what you're thinking. Anime fan and a debate me, bro? Of course something's wrong with him. But up until recently, a lot of the stuff he and his fanbase have done has been usually kept contained within his own community. Various stories of bullying, harassment, and people overall being degenerates. And whether Seth wants to admit this or not, the way he's acted in both his videos and behind the scenes was amplifying that toxicity. To be fair, if I spent hours arguing about Japanese cartoons, I'd probably be toxic too. My real life has gotta suck for me to do that. This behavior was already expected of Seth to a lot of people, so when this video came out, it just confirmed what a lot of people already knew about the guy. On the 31st of January, a YouTuber called Clyde made a video called Why I Stopped Working with Seth the Programmer. And this video was a multi-hour expose on Seth. A small rundown on the things that Seth was accused of throughout this video was... oh boy. Lying about multiple creators, bullying his friends, scammed his fanbase into paying for a project that he suddenly cancelled without refunding a few of them, lied about how much the project actually made, was a massive dick to the main animator in the project, lied about events regarding the project, stole art, bullied someone into crying themselves to sleep, threatened creators, talked shit about other content creators. There's still a few more to go. What? Pedophile oranges? Clyde's video doesn't cover that. And you're right, that actually came from a stream Keemstar did with Seth.
Files on top of files.
I talk about bad videos all the time on this channel, but this is like the mega F tier of videos. However, it also manages to be the S++ tier of self-reports. I want to go over a few of my favorite Seth quotes courtesy of Just a Robot, because you've got me all types of up if you think I'm watching this stream for a second time.
You were talking very inappropriately with minors. Fans in your community that were underage. You were doing some fucked up, inappropriate stuff behind the scenes. 1000% guilty, all right? You had this project to make a fucking cartoon, anime, whatever, right? And it didn't go through, and your fans got scammed. 100%, all right? You said so much fucked up shit, all right? Like, it's like, we gotta hold you accountable.
No, you can't say that, though. You can't say that, though, because you're trying to claim that I'm a pedophile based on those allegations. Because I don't give a f if people think that I was, like, saying weird shit to a minor. I care if they think that I'm a pedophile.
The stream was focusing on a doc made on Seth about a year ago, which is where we get screenshots like these. I don't want to be rude to anybody that does send nudes to you, but I have more respect for myself than that. She was a BF. That wants her to. She thinks it's hot, haha. That's so weird, Lamau. I wouldn't think any less of you if you did. I wouldn't want to send my body to somebody who wasn't my partner and use my body to get higher up somewhere. Ha ha ha, it'd be just between us. It wouldn't be to get somewhere higher or anything. Yeah, I know, but still. Yeah, I got you. Are you a virgin or something? Just curious. Oh, okay. I got ya. I should be able to throw a 4-year-old until they cry. I'm gonna throw up. Back to the stream. This stream has Seth admit that he harassed a minor for defend himself by saying he wasn't that much older than the person involved in a whole other scenario.
You were saying so much and joking around and edgy behavior, whatever, with kids, all right?
Yes.
That the internet's gonna call you a no matter what. They're going to,
well,
based
I mean,
on that.
That's also disingenuous because I wasn't like that much older.
But this is the internet. You can't be keep doing that shit.
We found out he lied about the situation to one of his friends.
All right, go ahead,
What are you
Swag.
talking about?
Go ahead,
listen,
Swag.
Seth,
Let's
Seth.
let Swag talk. Go ahead, Swag. Swag, we've been keeping you on
Yeah,
mute.
so
I'll
can I
drink-
say
I'll
this?
drink-
Can
I'll
I
drink
say
my
this
water
without
while he's
being
drinking.
interrupted? No.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
not gonna say any of this shit without you interrupting me before.
Okay, he's
Let
having
me
anxiety
fucking
attack.
talk. You are so scared because you know I'm about to tell the fucking truth.
I just said I was gonna
You
drink
know how
water.
fucking bad this is? The reason you didn't try to defend this shit to me before is because you know how crazy it sounds. Instead, you just said that the person in the screenshots wasn't you. And the reason I'm trying to add people into call is because you want to maintain this he said, she said fucking narrative instead of having someone who you have co-hosted videos with for like, what, 2 fucking years now, who people take seriously. And Troy, somebody who's 6 also takes seriously, who 6 and I can both vouch for, who we know come in here and say that you were telling people that that wasn't you in those
Go to
fucking
1 minute
screenshots.
and 20
that
seconds.
you have been.
Then he tried to claim that everything was a joke. Because, that always works.
Seth,
No.
before you reply, let me go. Just wait, okay? I just have a hard time understanding something. How are you trying to justify asking a 16-year-old for nudes by saying that you also verbally abused a 16-year-old?
That's not at all what I was saying at all. I wasn't just.
That's what it sounded like to me, bro.
There's something so humorous about watching a grown-ass man stumble over his words trying to desperately dance around the word Again, this stream was 6 hours long. If you can sit through a bunch of man-children yelling over each other while Keem smokes a joint, it's actually pretty entertaining. That's all the setup needed for Seth's response video. Based on the title of this video, I don't think he did a good job. Starting off with the thumbnail, it just really shows how seriously Seth is taking all of this, which is always a really good sign. Then it starts with Seth playing some of Keem's old clips and talking about his 20-year-old girlfriend. Oh, it's gonna be one of those videos. Ignoring the fact that I already know that Keemstar is a terrible person, that doesn't make you any less of a sexual harasser. And then ignoring a relationship between 2 consenting adults for a second, Keem dating someone 20 years younger than him doesn't make you any less of a sexual harasser. Dumbass. Seth does a pretty smart strategy by addressing the claims of him being a bad friend, but doesn't really go into it, mainly because of his brand of bad friend. I'm not repeating myself, there's a timestamp right there. Seth actually does this a lot during this video by not actually going into the grievances people had with him. Wait, did I just say grievances? That's honestly a pretty smart strategy. Let me write that one down. He defends himself from his pedo claims by saying it is all a joke. Like, how far does that go? So far, whenever Seth was faced with something serious, this was his main response. I guess him asking a minor to stream themselves naked was also satire. I promise you, 2 years down the line, he's gonna end up with CPU on his computer and say he did it for the bit. He also lied about his age blatantly in 4K as if I wasn't gonna watch the 6-hour stream to substantiate his claims. So that would have made satire 16 and 17 when you were talking to them. Meaning you said this to a minor. Now, when I said Seth was trying to downplay all of this, that clip was a great example, because Seth admitted that he was a sexual harasser on stream. It's almost like he's pretending that stream never happened. I don't understand why you'd even think that would work. He can use interviews as much as he wants. He said what he said. This is such an insane backtrack. For stuff there's no proof of, pop off, dude. I'm not gonna use those points against you. But then he immediately goes back to character attacks on the people calling him out. You motherfucker. It's such a boring strategy. Them being terminally online Discord users makes them terminally online Discord users, but it doesn't make you any less of a pedophile. It's so weird to me that Seth isn't showing the DM conversation he had with Satire, which is where most of the issues came from. I deadass thought this was an accident at first, but he did this on purpose. He purposely isn't talking about the doc, because it has him saying this. And then the stream, oh my god. I'm so tired of this. The reason this video is so short is because a lot of this is Seth repeating himself, or playing long-winded clips about how X person is bad, meaning that Y isn't true. I've left all of these videos in the description for this reason. Go watch them, see the pain I had to sit through. Seth has spent half the video so far lying, making character attacks, trying to claim that Keem is a pedo because he was dating a 20-year-old, and equating that to him asking a minor to stream themselves naked. I cannot be the only one hearing how absolutely insane that sounds. Thankfully, I don't have to watch any more of this video because Seth spends the next 20 minutes talking about anime debates and future videos. 1/3 of this video doesn't even matter. The whole situation had multiple people air out their issues with Seth, and he spends the whole time downplaying what he did, and this video is the worst of it. Seth nearly pushing someone to game end themselves. Oh, I was a bad friend. Seth asking a minor to stream themselves naked? I'm a sexual harasser, not a pedophile.
You tricked me.
But not really, because we're both now a year older. Character attacks everywhere. I thought maybe he just didn't know. Honest to God, I thought he was gonna own up, say that this was a few years ago and and apologize. But that's not what he did. It's baffling how much he's trying to hide under the rug. If you have only watched Seth's response video, then you've been lied to. Watch the Keemstar stream and you will see why. I'm done talking about Seth and getting mad over a 25-year-old who can't keep his story straight. If anyone wants to avoid being cancelled, don't go and stream self-reporting and then pretending that that didn't happen. Have a good day. See ya, lads.